That song goes out to Elon Musk. The great Elon Musk. I told you the guy was great. I told you. I called it, man. Elon Musk. We're relying on a billionaire to restore some sort of sanity to social media, to our what we call a town square, right? And it turns out Elon Musk, done deal. Done deal. Elon Musk is now the CEO, acting CEO for Twitter. He fired the other two jackoffs, fired three jackoffs right out of the gate. So you guys, CEO, CFO, and chief legal advisor, gone. Got escorted out the building. Elon Musk came in with the sink and said, let that sink in. And over there in San Francisco in the corporate office, he had them escorted out the building. No joke, man. Free speech returning. So Twitter is now well, as of today, it's still publicly traded, but by close of business today, it'll be delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. If you own Twitter, you get $54 a share and you're out. Yeah, so it'll be a privately held company for a little while, $50 billion privately held company, now in the hands of the creator, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, right? Elon Musk has satellites in the fucking sky, man. Guy's no joke. He's got like satellites roaming around the planet. Very powerful guy. So we'll look at that story. It's amazing. It's a great Friday. It happens on Halloween-ish, Halloween weekend. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's a wonderful holiday for all you pagans. Whatever Halloween is. Halloween is a kitty fucking event. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like Halloween. I love Halloween, man. It's like, kids come out. They don't knock on doors anymore, kids. They're afraid of, getting the COVID, right? They're afraid of their neighbors. Fear your neighbor. Johnny, don't go over there. Don't go over there. Mr. Jones is going to poison you. Don't eat the candy, man. The candy, man. I'm drinking my tea right now. Oh, so good, man. Homegrown mint from the garden. I would have known with a chunk of lime that I bought. Probably came from Ecuador. Yeah, man. So we'll talk about that story. So then we'll open up the live. I got the live chat, I believe. Yeah, here it is. Where's the live chat? Yeah. So we'll open up the live video chat for anybody who wants to come along and come for the ride and join us in the space capsule right around 9:30ish. So we're live every morning at 9 a.m. Welcome, everybody. Weevil Girl is here. Good morning, Weevil Girl. Jim Gerard. These are guests to the program that we love. Champs. Skrillala Crow. XO Thorn OX. My brother, Vinny DiMartini, has entered the building. My hair looks fabulous right now, doesn't it? I don't know why. I don't know why my hair looks so good, man. It's for Halloween, man. It's for Halloween. Anyway, TJ says, love mint in tea. This is not mint in tea. This is mint tea. These are a compilation of 5 different mint leaves that I grow. I grow a bunch of them. Orange mint, chocolate mint, common mint, spearmint, peppermint. Right? And those are the 5, yeah. And I mix them all together because they grow like I planted different bushes. And so when you harvest, they get mixed up. So I just throw them all together. And it's really good. It's good stuff. You could put it in a shake. You could smoke it too, you know. You could put that in your pipe and smoke it a little bit. Peppermint, it makes it wakes up the cerebralness of your mind, right? I think. So there's my thumbnail today. There's the great Elon Musk. He's hanging out in his coffee shop in the Twitter headquarters, and all of the peons, the lower level people at Twitter, are clamoring to get close to Elon Musk to suck his dick, right? Because he's now the boss. Look at all those. Look, the little people don't care, man. The little people are like, well, whatever, man. What are we tilting right now? Let's go. They don't have any ideology. You just pay them, and they'll do whatever you tell them to do, right? But it's the top trolls, the CEO and and the CFO. Those guys are gone, man. Right? The day Elon Musk took over, they're fired. It's genius, man. Genius. Is it going to change the face of Twitter? Yeah, it will. It will. Can Elon Musk restore free speech and cancel the cancel culture in America? I think so. I think if Elon Musk can transform Twitter into a legitimate public square where people really, really enjoy it, everybody can come along and have that old-fashioned clash of ideas without trying to shut the other guy up because some political party is making him do it. I think he stands a chance to have a great specimen of what free speech looks like in 2022. And having done that, I believe this platform, for example, that we're broadcasting on YouTube, might take suit as well. And take the brakes off. Right? Look, I've been doing this a long time. This channel is heavily censored, heavily shadow banned. The brakes are on. If you don't know we're here, you'll never find us. Right? That's not a free search engine. That's not what Google, set out to do. Google made its mark. Google sharpened its teeth on the idea of a public internet, public square, a free speech place where people could come and share ideas. It is no longer that. The search engines are pay for play. So if Elon Musk can get enough momentum behind Twitter as we now know it, first thing to do is reinstate Trump. That's number one. Number one, lift the lifelong ban on Trump. If Trump comes back, well, then Trump comes back. But the point is, lift all the bans. These people that got banned. Alex Jones. Let fucking Alex Jones go in. Come back on. He's $8 trillion in debt to the Sandy Hook families. He's not going to... He's done, man. Just let him talk, right? Give him his show back. So I do hope that... I think this is big. I really do. I think Elon Musk... he doesn't have anything to lose. You know what I mean? Like he's really not in the pocket of, big government yet. Big government depends on Elon Musk. Remember who Elon Musk is. Elon Musk owns SpaceX. He has satellites roaming around the globe that everybody depends on. Right? Ukraine can't communicate to each other without Elon Musk's, fucking satellite in the sky, right? And other places too, right? So very, very powerful guy, very, very powerful guy. And this is my website, marcusconti.com. And every morning we'll talk about this election too. I got a little show and tell for you. This is my latest pile of mail because I'm this race between Oz and Fetterman is really, really, really heating up. I I signed up for the I signed up for that to RSVP to the live event, the rally for Dr. Oz here in Pennsylvania, and I'm getting hit with like 20 emails a day. I had to tell him shut it off. And my mailbox is literally like a stack of these come from the Republican Party of Pennsylvania, bombing my mailbox with anti-Fetterman stuff. Right? They don't want Fetterman. Right? This is for the balance, by the way, balance of the United States Senate. Right? If currently the Democratic Party has the seat, right, the Senate seat that these two guys are fighting for, is held by some old crusty Democrat, and he's leaving. So one of these guys is going to get it. Fetterman, they thought was the shoe in, but it turns out he's not. His brain isn't there. Hold on a second. Got a toothache. All right, so Fetterman's brain apparently seized up because he had a stroke. And so it does look like, and now new polls show that that Oz is breaking out in the polls. So we'll find out, man. We'll see. And these are all the videos on a daily basis. We're broadcasting live right now on YouTube. All the people down there on your screen right are real people. This is not fake news. These are real people. All my friends are here. And we're allowed. You're allowed to speak here. Just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick, and you'll be allowed to speak. Say whatever you want, but just don't keep saying it over and over and over and over again, being a dick, right? And and because I have very thin skin, I really don't. I don't care what you say. So here, right? I'm plugging myself. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. So Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Facebook, Twitter, Getter, Truth Social, and wherever else you consume social media, that's where the where you're watching as a secondary. But every morning we're live at 9 a.m. If YouTube continues the shenanigans, we always, whenever that happens, we move over to D Live. But so far so good. We like D Live. We like the bots. We realize that they're losing a whole lot of money, and it's their own doing, man. It's your fault. You're tanking. Look at Facebook. Facebook is dropping like a rock. Why? Because they're shenanigans. They're dicks. Right? They want to silence people. Right? So that's the great hope of Elon Musk. So let's start here for a Friday. Snoop Dogg, blunt roller, reveals shocking number of joints he smokes. So, without scrolling lower, how many blunts a day do you think Snoop Dogg smokes in the course of a day? Now, again, this could be hype. This could, every time I've seen him in public appearances, he's always smoking. He rolls his own. He rolls it with a Swisher Sweet cigar. He takes the inside out and drops in the weed, and rolls that up. So, but how many joints a day do you think Snoop Dogg smokes a day? Well, I'll give you the number right here. He has a full-time blunt roller. Right. Earlier this week, the blunt roller revealed 51-year-old rapper likes to smoke about a half a pound a day of weed. A half a pound of weed a day. That is, I don't know. I don't believe it. Can you smoke that much without, becoming like fucking toxic? I mean, I smoke this shit they have now, man. I take one puff of that shit, I am fucking unconscious. I'm talking to the fucking birds in my yard. Right? That I don't know how he does that. It doesn't make sense. So the equivalent of 75 to 150 joints a day. Um, amazing dude, right? I love Snoop Doggy Dogg. He stayed on top of the fray all these years, right? People say what you want, about Snoop. He's the dog, man. He's the shit. He smokes around 81 joints a day. That's what he says he does. Fucking amazing, man. Amazing dude, man. That's a good job too, right? He pays the blunt roller chick 50 grand a year. So good story, man. Thank you, Snoop Dogg. So these guys right here, right? This is Mr. Oz. Well, it's these two guys. These two guys. Where is it? There he is. Where are they? That's Fetterman. Where's Oz? Give me Oz. Yeah. So there's the Pennsylvania debate, and as I said yesterday, I wanted to show you a little show and tell, and you'll see, right? This is what I get in the mail every day, right? Halloween can be scary enough without John Fetterman's policy. Higher gas prices, higher taxes, record inflation. Halloween candy prices expected to jump 34%. Right? Who's it paid for? Paid for by Republican Federal Committee of Pennsylvania. Right? In Harrisburg. Right? Because I live in Pennsylvania, I get bombed by this shit. Look at this, man. John Fetterman policy. Scariest of all. John Fetterman didn't pay his own taxes 67 times. Is Oz a liar? Are they lying? I don't know, man. It's all, who cares really? But I think Oz is going to win. I think he's now the favorite. But again, as I said yesterday, 240,000 mail-in ballots came in the state of Pennsylvania. So remember what happens when the Democrats control anything, and especially have their hands on the levers of election power. So I don't know. Is Oz going to get cheated and ripped off? Do the Republicans have enough balls to stop it this time? Who knows, man? But here you go. Mamet. He's got to get a real name, man. Mamet. Is that how you pronounce his name? Mamet Oz, ahead of John Fetterman in first post-debate PA Senate race poll. So Mr. Oz is pulling out in front. The first post-debate poll in the hotly contested Pennsylvania race shows Republican Oz ahead of Fetterman by nearly 3%. Pow, zing, boom. Fetterman losing ground, right? Because he does not appear to be, he's probably competent, but he doesn't appear to have the cognitive facility anymore after having a stroke in May. So he needs to he's not going to step aside. They'll run the election, and if he wins, they'll replace him. The Democrats will come in and they'll stick somebody else in there. Over time, they'll convince him, or he'll just sit there like a vegetable and vote along party lines, which is all that's required of a senator anyway. It's not even about what qualifies you to be a senator, to say yay or nay. That's really it. I mean, it's getting elected. Once you got elected, then you got nothing to do, really. You're just going to vote along party lines. Whatever Nancy Pelosi says, that's what you're going to do. All right, so there you go, man. If you're in the great state of Pennsylvania and you're getting bombed with mail, I don't know. I think Oz wins. I'll call it. I say Oz wins, and there goes the balance of the United States Senate in the pocket of the dirty Republicans. This is a good one. Still censoring. Look, Miss Jenny G, proud liberal, says, if you have one of these badges on your car, you are an absolute loser. They are highly offensive and should be banned off the internet immediately. So it's a bumper sticker, and it says FJB. What does that mean? What does FJB stand for? Fuck Joe Biden. Not literally, but you know what I mean. We say colloquially, fuck off, Joe Biden. So the liberals are very, very disappointed in the fact that you can go on eBay or wherever and buy a fuck Joe Biden pin. All right. But there it is. More importantly than the pin, look at the opinion, because these people have an opinion. What happened when the song, the fucking rap band that had the song "Fuck Trump," "Fuck Donald Trump"? Right? They were roaming around the streets, blasting the song from their stolen cars. Fuck Donald Trump. Right? Now, fuck Joe Biden, and they should be banned off the internet. Ban, go away, get off the internet. Right? Not be allowed to speak. Right? That's the psyche of these idiots. Right? So in real news, that's fake news, but in real news, that's real news, but it's ridiculous news. In not so ridiculous news, in scary news, Finland willing to host NATO nuclear weapons on the border of Russia. First it was Poland. Poland said, yeah, you want to put nukes? You got nukes? Yeah, put the nukes right on our border and point them at Russia. No problem, right? And any country that is willing to do that, what happens? Officially falls into the pocket of NATO. NATO gets irrevocable rights to have those nukes there, right? So if you're Poland or if you're now Finland and you say, yeah, put the nukes up, and then one day you decide, no, we don't want the nukes here, get rid of them. You can't. It's doesn't include an opt-out. So in real news, look at this. NATO nuclear weapons could potentially be placed on Russia's border with Finland in Helsinki if Helsinki joins the Western Military Alliance. That's Newsweek reporting. So NATO and the country's parliament, Finland's government will put before the country's parliament on joining NATO doesn't include any opt-outs for hosting nuclear weapons. That's fucking crazy, man. NATO is going to control nuclear weapons that are surrounding Russia. And who really is NATO? NATO is America. NATO is U.S. Right? Without the United States support, there is no NATO. Without British sterling pound, there is no NATO. Yo. So it's getting real, man. Look at Russia, Poland down here in the corner, right? How fucking closer to Russia do you get than Finland? Right on the border, Finland, Moscow's over here somewhere, right in the middle. So nuclear arms race continuing. So what does Russia say to that? Russia warns U.S. non-military satellites are legitimate targets. So we got these satellites roaming around in the sky. They're in orbit up there in the just above, like a couple of hundred miles up, like 300 miles up, revolving around the Earth. And we need them for our communications and our satellites and our so that our phones and all our telecommunications work. Right? And Russia says, yeah, well, fuck you, man. They're legitimate targets. Hey, look, it's war. Right? What do we do in war? We try to knock out the other guy's communication. So there you go. Starting a war. You're saying you're going to put nuclear weapons on the border of Finland and Poland? Fuck you. Your satellites are now a target. Russia has issued a new warning Thursday aimed at the United States at a moment Moscow appointed officials appear to be retreating from southern city of Kherson. All right, so That's all I wanted to say about it. You get what you get. You get what you get, man. So let's talk about the main story, then I'll open it up. So Elon Musk completes $44 billion Twitter takeover. And the first thing he does is he fires the three top dogs. And they were escorted out the building. Here we go. Elon Musk finally completed his $44 billion Twitter takeover deal, firing the company's CEO and chief financial officer and ending a lengthy tug of war with its board of directors just before a key deadline. Done deal. Let that sink in. CNN, MSNBC, Biden administration, Elon Musk, he's a Russian bot. Right? Now you'll hear the parade of that Elon Musk is supporting our enemies, our alleged enemies. That's how they go about it, right? They turn Elon Musk into a national security threat and go after him with guns drawn, literally guns drawn, right? So Elon Musk will now be under investigation for crimes against humanity, siding with the Saudis to overthrow the American government, all that nonsense. Right? Musk took the struggling social media platform private late Thursday. Right? So that's a big deal, too. We'll look at the market in 1 second. Twitter, as of Monday, will no longer be a publicly traded company. They will halt trading, stop the trading. Everybody who owns Twitter will get the paid-for price. I believe it's $54 a share. And that's it, right? Done. He takes the company private. They do their business. And they'll probably come back public soon enough. So this guy, what's his name? He also fired Ned Siegel. Ned Siegel, chief financial officer, CEO, and the legal officer. There's three of them. This guy, and her. She's the worst. She's chief legal officer. She's the one who banned Trump. She's the one who banned anybody who disagrees with their opinion, calling it, misinformation. Right? These people are bad news, man. I hope they all write books and say why they did what they did. Right? I'm telling you, it's politics. They had the pressure on them. This guy doesn't care what you say about him. You pay him millions of dollars a year, and he'll say anything and do anything, and her too. So this is a done deal, man. The great Elon Musk has spoken. Yeah, we'll see now if Trump comes storming back. I do wonder. And there's the picture from the coffee shop at Twitter headquarters, the coffee bar. Elon Musk breaking bread with the people who haven't gotten fired. Elon Musk has also said publicly that the story that the Washington Post released saying that he plans to fire 75% of the workforce is fake news. Again, Washington Post. Elon Musk said, I never had a plan to fire 75% of the workforce. He fired the top pigs. That's what he did. And that always happens with a turnover. You get rid of the leadership. And then the trolls, remember that? Here it is. Here's Elon Musk. Let it sink in, man. This is his opening statement to Twitter. Here's my sink. Here's your sink. Let it sink in. Genius. Guy's a genius, man. Guy's doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, so he's buying at $54.20 a share, despite the fact that Twitter never revealed how many actual participants they have as opposed to fake accounts. They claim 80 million, But it turns out it's like far less. A lot of those people, like, have 4 and 5 and 7 accounts. Look, I've never been a fan of Twitter. I don't fuck around on Twitter. I don't care about Twitter. Now I care about Twitter. Where's the money coming from? Musk co-investors include Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison and Saudi Prince Al-Walad, who contributed $7 billion. So Saudi's getting a front row seat in free speech. So great, the great Elon Musk, right? Now they'll vilify the Saudis, right? When Bill Clinton took $1 million from the Saudi king on his birthday, that was a good thing. We love the Saudis. When they gave money to the Clinton Foundation, oh, we love the Saudis. Now they're bankrolling Elon Musk. Watch how vilified. Watch the venom start to fly at Saudi Arabia now. Saudi Arabia don't need your money, U.S. They don't need your money. They got you. You need their oil. They don't need you. Arguably, they need us for military, protection, sort of. But you don't think the Saudis got a couple of nuclear bombs tucked under their sleeve? Why not? Why fucking not? Why wouldn't the Saudis, with all the money they have, buy a couple of bombs and point them at their enemies? Israel, right? Of course they got them. Of course they got the bombs. So that's a done deal. Let's see how the markets are reacting. And ding, we're open. Whoa, all right, so we're going up. Dow Jones still creeping up. Dow Jones is creeping upward nicely. 341 points. Dow is up. NASDAQ is up 54. And what is Twitter doing at this moment? Twitter is going to end the day at $54.30, I believe, whatever we just said. What was the closing number? $54.20. Right now, Twitter is trading at $53.70. So that's actually a no-brainer buy. People are going to buy that. And at close of business, they'll get $54.20. Minus any fees. I don't know about the fees. It'll be, I think the real players will sell out. You'll see a sell-off at the end of the day for Twitter. It's not a reflection of the value of the company. It's a reflection of it's time to get out, man, because this shit isn't going to trade anymore. So, wow. Apple up $6, bounce. Amazon down $12 a share right now. Holy smokes. Elon Musk on the hook to pay more than $200 million to fire 3 Twitter executives. Spit in the bucket, man. Spit in the bucket. So what? Google kind of flat, up 50 cents. We'll take it. Meta up $2. Microsoft up $2. So we got a green Friday right now on, I believe, the Twitter news. Tesla itself, where Elon Musk is the king, flat or down 16 cents at the moment. And what else? The war stocks, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, up, all green on the news that Finland is going to get a nuclear bomb. Right? NATO put nuclear bombs on the border of Finland. Raytheon up. And Lockheed Martin nicely up $3.50 a share. No real talk. I haven't heard anything about the vaccine today. And what does that mean? It means Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna, the makers of the holy vaccine, the vaccine that keeps you safe. You inject more of it, and the more you ingest, the more safe you are. So they say, can never get enough. There's never enough of the holy vaccine that kills everything. Those stocks are a little green right now in the morning. And that's all I got today, man. So thank you all for joining me. I'll open up the live chat. Where's the live chat? Yeah, it's the live chat. If you wanna come aboard the spacecraft. Here we are, and I'm in the spacecraft. So thank you everybody for joining me, and now we'll open it up to y'all. Anybody, if Weevil Girl, if you're out there, you want to come along, and you could ring Weevil Girl. You could ring my bell. Ring my bell. I'll drink my tea. I'm a few seconds in your future, so I'll wait. I'll wait before people come in because again, I'm 20 seconds in your future. Now, if you come into the chat, you have to close your YouTube page. See on YouTube. You could ring Weevil Girl. You could ring my bell. You mute YouTube. You mute the YouTube, right? You could pop out your chat, and then you come over here. Jim Gerard is here. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Jim. Oh, there you are. What's up, man? What's up, Jim? Are you there, Jim? Can Jim hear me?
Just a minute.
Okay. Jim's supporting his new hairdo. His new hairdo. Oh, Teresa's here. All right, man. What's up, man? We got a new contestant. Oh, I thought it was the other Teresa. It's Weevil Girl. Good morning, Weevil Girl. How are you, man? How you doing, Weevil Girl? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Turn your mic on.
There she is.
Click your microphone. Click your microphone. It's on you, Weevil Girl. You got to unmute yourself. I think you can hear me, but you gotta unmute yourself. Unmute. Somewhere you're muted. Look in your maybe hover over your picture, and not sure why. Oh, we'll figure it out. What's up, Jim?
How are you? Gonna get some meditation this morning.
Yeah, man, me too. I could use it. I could really use it. So while Weevil Girl, we're still with you, Weevil Girl. Just figure it out. Just click around and try to unmute yourself. And if anybody else, like I said, anybody else who wants to come in here, it's a little not. You don't have to be too tech savvy to join. So what happened to the Beatles hairdo? Jim?
It's still here. I had to wet it down. I had to be presentable to show up.
Yeah, I guess.
I got a shirt on this morning.
I know. I see that.
I was thinking about coming naked.
I don't want to comment, man. I don't want to comment on your nakedness because the last time you got upset with me, I called you Naked Jim. But yeah, man.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah, hair is good, man. I got plenty of hair, man. I got hair for everybody, man. I just need some teeth. I'm getting used to speaking without teeth, man. That's pretty good, man. So what else? What's going on in the world, Jim? What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. There was some guy that got shot outside of a bar here in Iowa City last Saturday.
Wow.
At 2 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I don't, and then there was a couple armed robberies in my neighborhood. A few blocks away. So I'm like,
Right. A lot of gunslinging.
Yeah.
A lot of gunslinging, right?
Well, nothing like New York, or New York City, but,
Yeah. Well, look, you're outside a bar, 2 a.m. What's the culprit there? It's the, people boozing and whoring at 2 o'clock in the morning.
This is a hookah bar, right?
They
can stay open till 4 a.m., right?
Okay. Right.
So after they get done with, their bar hopping downtown,
right,
they go to the hookah bar.
Right. Gotcha, man. Weevil Girl's back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, there
she
goes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it was basic problem.
Yeah, basic glitch, man. So what's up, Weevil Girl? How you doing, man? We're listening to Jim tell us about the shootings in Iowa. People are blasting each other in Iowa.
Yeah, it's really sad, huh?
Yeah. It's a violent world, right? Living in.
Is that your community, Jim?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. What do they say? Shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really dark though. Some dark
Well,
stuff.
nothing. I was brought up that nothing good happens at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Why, if you're out, if you're out on the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're looking for trouble, right? The police know you're there. Police are following you.
Yeah.
That scares me, man. I don't like driving at night for that reason. You got to realize that people are drunk. They're out there drunk. Anyway. So what's up, Weevil girl? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on from the meditation capsule?
Not a whole lot, I can do a little meditation for us
Let's do it.
now that my sound works.
I was gonna sit cross-legged, but my knee is ruined. I hurt. I don't know why. One of my knees hurts from. I guess it's from running. Let's do it. I'll stop complaining.
Okay. So, everybody invite yourself to relax. Invite your body to relax. And start breathing deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a moment and don't worry about anything that needs to be done or any of the news cycle. Just check in with yourself. Be able to turn off all the noise. Only focus on your breath.
Nice. We will go. We're loving the cat too, man. Your cat
Oh,
is.
yeah.
What's the cat's name?
It's Olive.
Cat hanging out in the sunspot. They always find it. They find that. They find that sun. My Batman's not happy right now because it's 36 degrees out. Yeah. They don't like
Yeah.
it. The house cats. They're
Olive
like,
really wants to go outside. She's looking outside because she wants to be outside, and I've had to chase her in like 5 times yesterday. She's running out the door every time I go out.
So you don't let your cat hang outside? The cat is not.
My older one I do, Peanut, but this cat is only maybe 4 or 5 months.
Okay, not ready yet.
Oh,
I'm
kitty.
a little worried that she isn't ready. I mean, we have owls. I think they can swoop down and just pick up a cat. I think we have, definitely coyotes.
Yeah. I would say also that just the fact that when the cat roams and is young, they can lose their way back, They do. They without mama cat, without mama and papa, they don't, it took. I told you I trained Batman with a cube. I trained Batman with a cube, this thing right around his neck. And when he would go into the yard next door, I would zap him and it would start going off, so I knew where he was. And he would come back. He doesn't do it anymore. The cat, he stays in the yard now, but doesn't like the cold. Yeah, they like that. They like the freedom, the freedom of Vinny says I can't make it in. I want to comment in the chat. Jonte Tech Ray says the White Album. He's the what I said about nothing good happens after midnight. The White Album was exclusively recorded at midnight sessions. Nothing good, huh? All right, some people. That's a good point. Some people are night people. That makes sense. Or maybe they were jet lagged, right? Maybe they were on somebody else's time frame. Time scale or something. But
some people work nights, right? I have some friends that work nights and they prefer it. They're also into metal music, and I don't know if that goes together.
What are you, Weevil Girl? Are you a morning or night person?
I'm a day person because I have kids and kind of a pretty much normal diurnal schedule, but I also have more energy at night.
Oh, okay.
And
so that makes you a night person. That was my question. Where is your energy the highest?
Yeah.
I would say
you're a morning person, Marcus.
Yeah,
the morning show.
I can't. I couldn't do this at night. I couldn't do it. I've tried.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't fire, in a way, that is. I could do other things at night. Like I could play the piano at 2:00 in the morning. I could do that, but this type of thing, I couldn't do it. So I wake up and then I get progressively tired.
Really? I'm the opposite. I wake up, I don't feel 100% because I'm still kind of groggy and tired.
Yeah.
And then I have to do like a lot of self-care stuff. I don't have to, but I like to, like the meditation, do a little bit of yoga, try to juice something.
Yep.
Like I'm into juicing pineapples right now and blending them with kale. You put it all in the blender, even the core, so you get the extra fiber.
Oh, really?
And then like some chia seeds or chai seeds. And then, I blend that up. If I drink my juice, and then it's going to be a good day. And then I progressively get more and more energy. By noon, I'm feeling good. By 5, 6, I'm feeling really good. But
interesting.
Then I have 2 beers at like 9, 10 with some friends. Yeah.
And then that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, it's interesting about people. That's why I like to know. I like I look at sometimes I'll be out at night and I'll be like, why are these people so alive, man? It just doesn't make. Even when I played in like rock bands, I didn't like being out late. I would have to sleep. In the daytime, if I knew that I was gonna have to be out late, I would be like, I gotta take a nap. Anyway, man. So how's the meditation teaching going? I envy you, man. That's why I ask. I would love to be. I want to be a meditation guy.
Well, it's good, but I am working through the county with social services.
Yeah.
So I'm working with like really sometimes very difficult cases. So you're not always working with just like people. If I was working with like people like you and Jim, and it would be great, and it is still great. It's still great. But you're working with people that have a lot of anxiety, a lot of trouble focusing. Sometimes little kids who don't focus. They're like running around doing backflips and to them to try to convince a little kid who wants to do like backflips and play games to sit down, to be still.
Yeah.
It's kind of challenging.
It's hard to explain. Somebody asked me that. Why follow the breath? What's the reason? I'd rather just sit here and think about something positive. But there's a long-winded explanation for that. Why that is, and it's the Four Noble Truths. The Buddha said that if you could recognize suffering, which is the path of anxiety, sorrow, worry, fear, if you see this, then the second noble truth is that's the first noble truth. Second noble truth is that there's a path that led to that, right? And you can stop it by doing certain things. And then he points to the Eightfold Path, which is mindfulness and concentration, meditation. That by observing the breath, you're not thinking. There's thought. You don't stop thought, right? But you stop the thinking. That it's also that thinking requires energy, as opposed to thoughts that just are a release of energy. Right? You start to realize this when you sit for a long time. You start to realize that I'm making effort to hurt myself by thinking these things through when it's not necessary. And the tool that the Buddha, presented was mindfulness of breath. That's why we do it. That's why and on the other side of that is enormous clarity, is understanding the nature of reality. It's pretty deep.
Awesome.
That's my Buddha talk. That's my
A lot to think about this morning.
right. It makes you think about not thinking.
I've always wondered,
Right.
what does a breath look like inside our body? And it's kind of like an alchemy, right? Because you have oxygen literally changing into another element of carbon dioxide, or I guess I'm not a scientist, but
It switches.
you're releasing that.
Yeah, it's a transfer. The body produces the dioxide, and your oxygen is going one way and carbon dioxide is going the other way, and it happens at the membrane in the lung. But also there's the diaphragm. You could explain this to people, that the diaphragm is really a dropping. You don't have to breathe with your chest. It's really just a release, and the diaphragm goes down, causing the lungs to expand. It's actually, breathing is actually a release of energy. There's all kinds of shit you figure out, man, And I don't know, man. It makes me it's hard to explain, but I think people see it in you when you're in an anxiety-filled environment, and they look at you like, well, it doesn't bother you, right? Why aren't you actually smiling? Why are you enjoying the chaos? It's because it confirms everything that I believe. Right? Your craziness confirms what I'm trying to tell you, through this very, very simple, process, very simple meditation. And it's not religion. There's no religion here. It's physics, really.
I think we get really caught up into like other people's opinions of us, other people's ideas, other people's thoughts. I know we're out of high school, but most adults are still so concerned with what other people think of them. Other people are going to say if they do what they want to do or do this or that. And meditation brings you back to your own inner world and connect with yourself. And I don't have to control anybody else but me. And so if you're in a stressful situation and someone's kind of overreacting, or there's a lot of drama or chaos, you just focus on controlling yourself. You don't feel like you have to go and control another person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Relaxation. Right? The Buddha talked about that too. He said it's not just mindfulness of breath, but the breath is body. You feel the whole thing. And the longer, every time you're thinking, you're returning to the second noble truth, the path of suffering. Every time you return, and you let it go and learn to relax the body, because that's where that shit stores. It's all the garbage, right? Tension in your body is stored garbage.
Yeah, I read a great book, and I can never remember the title, about Aborigines and their original, in their belief system, your emotions that you don't deal with do become physical ailment.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yes.
Of course.
yeah.
Emotions are not healthy. When people say, "Oh, I'm having an emotion," and mommy will say, "Oh, you'll have to go through it." No, no, no. You don't want to sit in sorrow and worry and cry your eyes out. You don't want that. You want to notice that it's happening and then return to the breath and relax. It's toxic. It's toxic. You don't want, you don't want to,
You don't want to replay it in your mind over and over and over again and start obsessing.
right. 'Cause
Yeah.
then it doesn't go away. It gets deeper.
I do think you want to feel things though. You can't
Yeah.
just like, I got this big issue and then I choose to never think about it because I don't want to feel the emotions associated with that. It's better to surrender and feel it.
You feel it while you're breathing. You do it simultaneously as the thoughts evolve. They're thoughts. Here's that thought again about the disaster that is my life. And I breathe. The thoughts are still evolving. And you see them, but you don't leave them alone. You don't lock on. You don't hold on to it and follow it until you don't even realize you're sitting in the chair anymore. Right? That's the difference. You can't stop the thoughts from evolving. They're coming at you in times of, trouble, fast and furious. Right? And that's fine. That's still enlightenment. You're aware of it. It's happening. And the Buddha said, this is an uncomfortable feeling. That's all he said. Oh, this is undesirable. And he would return. That's it. That's the whole thing. And this is a desirable thought. This could be about the meal I'm going to have, about counting my $1 million or whatever other. He equated those as being the same, having the same kind of, because one is bad right now, but the other one sets you up for bad later, because it's going to fall apart. The idea, this concept, this, and people say, well, that sounds depressing, man. What can I look forward to if I can't, that's the discovery, right? You figure it out. You realize that, there's a lot of things to be happy about, and a lot of the things that we aspire to be, or want, or in Buddhist circles they say crave, are impermanent. They fall apart. But what is constant is this clarity of mind. As long as you're alive, clarity is there. Right? As long as you're alive, as long as you're human and you're breathing, it's already there. It's just a matter of, pushing.
Getting past the clutter to get to it.
Yeah, just pushing, getting the distraction out of the way. And you get glimpses of it. In the beginning, you'll have glimpses of it. As you progress, it's like that becomes almost a default state. You're more there than you are elsewhere. Even when you're talking, even when you're walking, sitting, standing, lying down are the 4 positions of the Buddha. I think I talked about Buddhism too much.
Yeah, I mean, you know a lot more about Buddhism and some of this stuff than I do, and you've traveled a lot more than me. But have you ever heard about Buddha at the end, supposedly, when he reached the mountaintop and he, I guess, couldn't actually he could never be fully enlightened because we are all one being. And so until we're all enlightened, one of us could be fully enlightened because he is us.
Right.
And we are him.
Yeah.
We're all one.
That is the enlightenment. The enlightenment is that the suffering, it never goes away because of the human condition. It doesn't. That's the tragedy of the human condition. It doesn't go away. But as Thich Nhat Hanh says, you suffer a lot less. Right? And people asked Thich Nhat Hanh, they said, well, to your point, they said, well, if the Buddha suffered, why do I want to be a Buddhist? Right? I'm already suffering. Why suffer, right? And because the Buddha did, legend has it that's exactly what happened. But that is the enlightened state. Now the Tibetans will say that that's the bodhisattva, that they postpone enlightenment, complete enlightenment, so that they can stay and help save the world. That's the default meaning. But anyway, that's all. What is enlightenment? What does it mean? It means that if you could reduce your common suffering by 92.5%, I think that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal. People killing each other, people overdosing, people, a lot of hate, a lot of violence, a lot of envy and stuff.
Also, that's the only stuff that gets clickbait. That's what the media gets paid to cover.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's going to cover a good day where you just have a nice nature walk and eat healthy foods. That's not newsworthy. So we gotta we like dirty laundry.
Right. Yeah, report.
Humans like that.
A bunch of Buddhists sit and follow their breath on a Saturday night reporting. What are you guys doing?
Not gonna happen, is it?
Yeah.
There's a funny guru story, right? There's two gurus, right? This guy Chongyam Trungpa from Shambhala and some other guy, right? They're sitting there and they're both sitting side by side quietly and they're staring out, right? They're just sitting there, right? And everybody behind them is just like, what are they thinking about, right? You think, what are the gurus thinking about? They're just sitting there, right? And one of them turns to the other guy and he goes, "They call this a tree." It was just like there was nothing to it. He was just staring at the tree, like that was it, And again, it's not newsworthy, but it's not. But there's so much more to it. There's a sense of you gotta do it. You gotta experience it. So what else, man? We're at an hour, and anything over an hour. I hope Elon Musk restores sanity to the social media. That would be really good if he can, if Twitter has that kind of influence, and because Facebook will have to follow suit. Facebook will, because they're circling the toilet right now. They're going down the drain.
I was gonna say he's down like what 25% of his $1 billion or whatever he has, right?
Musk or
Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
Meta,
Facebook.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, is what I say.
Yeah, no doubt. But it's the shareholders that are getting smashed. Zuckerberg. Where is Meta? Hold on a second. I'll tell you right. Yeah, I mean Meta is $99 a share. It was at the height of the pandemic. It was $350. So it's like that's
well 2/3.
Yeah.
Down 70 or
it's
what?
About a quarter. Yeah, it's about a quarter of what it was. 2/3. Yeah, So
no, I'm not good at math.
Yeah, the hedge funds they got slammed. That's bad. And Google's right behind them. Google's half of what it was. Apple's
does Rumble Rumble like picking up speed?
Rumble. Oh, I don't know. It's not publicly traded. I don't know. Rumble. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure. All right, let's kill it up. Thank you so much, We Will Go. Thank you always for coming on the show. Thank you, Jim Gerard, for being here, and Vinny in the chat. I don't know. Vinny had some problems. And anybody else, right? This is not there's no market on who can come on. You just click the link if you want to come on the show and watch and talk, and the only thing I ask is don't be a dick. Don't you can insult me, but don't insult anybody else. That's not fair. I
wish more people would come on. I'd like to see a face with people in the chat. All right.
Yeah, me too.
And go out and hug a tree today, Marcus.
I'm going to, man. I'm going to do that right now, man. All right, man. I'll see you guys. Have a good Halloween, man. Put on your
All right.
costume, and we'll come on Halloween morning, and we'll do a little show. And
Happy Halloween, everybody.
peace, everybody.
Thanks, Teresa.
Bye, bye, man. And we're out. Ding. Whoa, nice, man. I love those guests, man. I love my peoples. I love my peeps, man. I love my peeps. I love my peeps. I'll play us out. I'm going to take us out. Take us out, Granny Cat. Take us out, Granny Cat. Meow.